Hello everyone, this is EB the Sponge Reviewer here, and I'm back with a new discussion video. So today's video that I'm going to be discussing with you guys today is going to be why I think a post-sequel slash post-trilogy SpongeBob SquarePants is better than the first three seasons, also known as pre-movie. Now, post-trilogy is basically the episodes after the third SpongeBob movie, which was Sponge on the Run, and I think I'll consider the later half of season 12 or the start of season 13 to be post-trilogy, is because that A Place for Pets and Lockdown for Love came out after the third SpongeBob movie, which came out in Canada beforehand, so that's why I'm putting season 13 as post-trilogy. Now, post-sequel and post-trilogy, in my opinion, is the best era of SpongeBob, is because that this is where the show is completely throwing in really unique ideas, and the animation style is actually a bigger improvement than a pre-movie. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who does not like post-sequel, is because that they don't like the way how the show had changed. Like, the show had went from a dramatic change to where the animation is now very fluid. The jokes could be a hit or miss, and a lot of people keep complaining that the wacky animation is all they do for the show, and even though that's true, that's also 100% not true either, is because that just because the characters do wacky facial expressions, that doesn't mean they're doing it for the sake of a joke. Post-sequel does have humor coming from the dialogue from the characters, and that's why I like post-sequel better than pre-movie. Now, outside of the animation being a little bit better than pre-movie animation, is also the episodes themselves. Post-sequel introduces so many ideas that has never been tackled before in SpongeBob, and that's why I prefer this era over pre-movie. You have examples of episodes like Feral Friends, which is a premise about SpongeBob's friends turning into these wild feral animals. They turn into their feral states, and it's really unique, is because that the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg, was a marine biologist, and the fact that they actually made an episode where our main sets of characters turn into these feral forms, that's really unique for the show, and it's never been done before. Another episode in mind is Shell Games, which introduced a new species to the series, which is a sea turtle. We've never seen turtles in SpongeBob. We haven't seen actual turtle characters until this very episode. And that's another reason why I prefer this era over pre-movie. Another idea is Karen's virus, where SpongeBob travels into Karen's motherboard to get this virus out of her. And this episode, by far, has the best references to past episodes the show has ever done, is because that instead of actually showing it, instead of doing like an actual reference, like they do a recreation of a scene, or there might be something in the background that's like an Easter egg, the references are actual clips from past episodes of SpongeBob, such as Plankton, Fun, Single Cell Anniversary. Like in the scene where SpongeBob is going through Karen's memory bank, you'll see a whole bunch of screens that has clips from past SpongeBob episodes, which was a pretty cool reference to the past episodes. And another reason I like to say that post-sequel slash trilogy is better than pre-movie are some of the unique character pairings. In post-sequel, you have episodes like Swamp Mates, which pairs Patrick and Bubble Bass, which is unheard of, is because that we've never seen a character pairing like that. We also have Girls Night Out, which pairs Sandy, Mrs. Puff, and Karen respectively, and a lot of episodes with side characters are actually getting more attention, unlike in pre-movie. You see, post-sequel is doing its job very well for being a really unique era of SpongeBob with unique character pairings. The animation is better than ever, and ideas that are unheard of from the show. So for all these people who keeps criticizing post sequel and post trilogy, it's okay for you guys not to like the era, but don't bash on it. Don't just be all rude and then in the replies whenever the SpongeBob Twitter account drops out a new episode saying, "Oh, the show is ruined. Stop doing this terrible animation style." Is because that you're just being very butthurt about it. It's because that you just don't like the change of the show. Oh, sorry. You just don't like the way how the show is changing, and you have to understand that SpongeBob is going to change because it's evolving. The reason why SpongeBob is the way it is now is because that they're experimenting. They're doing a new, unique style for the show, so it doesn't seem like it's copying off of the older episodes. That's the reason why the animation is a lot more wacky and a lot more fluid, is because that they're actually trying to make SpongeBob a more unique show. They're evolving. That's how shows get better if they evolve. If they continue doing the same exact stick, it will get bland, viewers will lose interest, and that's why the show is the way it is because that I think the animators are trying to make SpongeBob a more unique show by doing fluid animation. That's why the characters are a lot more expressive nowadays, and I like it. I love it. It reminds me of those old cartoons back in the 40s and the 30s, even though I really haven't really seen all those cartoons back in the day, but yeah, if you know what I mean. All right, so that's the video of myself comparing pre-movie to post-sequel and post-trilogy and why I think that era is better. So if you guys have an opinion on post-sequel and post-trilogy, please let me know in the comments below and we can form a discussion. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos.